Welcome everyone, welcome to another video, and today we'll be taking a look at another early access title. It's Balsa Model Flight Simulator, being developed by independent studio Floating Origin Interactive. And I'm behind this is one Felipe Falanghe, otherwise known as Harvester, who is the one responsible for Kerbal Space Program. I've got two main ways of playing the game. There's a career mode and a Sandbox. There's also a nice little tutorial. So go through the tutorial first and we'll take a look at career mode and then move on to Sandbox. Okay, so let's start the tutorial. It's a perfect day to go flying. No winds, clear skies. Let's get started. So model plane is ready in front of you. Walk to it using W&S. Click around using the mouse key or the two cursor keys, left and right arrows. So it's a nice environment. We've got the workshop behind it, which we'll see in a moment. We've got some various, I would say, obstacles. The barrage balloons. You can engage in combat in the game. So while looking at the vehicle, press left mouse button to pick it up. So you hold the shift key down to increase the throw force. Throw force 100%. It's about 6-7% on angle. As you see, it's rather tail heavy. Well, that wasn't what you'd call a graceful landing, was it? Hit the retrieve button on screen or press F9. Tap F9. Okay, so we could try launching again, but as it is, this plane is never going to fly very well. Let's make some changes to it. Head over to the workshop building behind you, and it says just slightly faded. You can leave the plane where it is. You have to take the plane with you. Okay, so this is the Balsa Vehicle Editor. This way you can design and build and modify vehicles of all shapes and sizes. So left and right cursor key, or drag the mouse with the right button held down. Zoom in, zoom out with the keyboard controls. I call those square brackets. It's probably got a technical name, but I can just use the mouse wheel. Okay, this plane doesn't look like it's very well balanced. We can make some changes to improve the weight distribution. Let's add an extra section of fuselage to make the nose longer. Okay, as always, just in case P, we've got centre of mass, centre of thrust, which isn't really counted because it's obviously it's a glider, so there's no engine. Aerostability. You can see exactly what's wrong with the aircraft. It says that indicated airspeed 10 kilometers an hour, and its angle of attack will be 15.5 degrees. So it's going to go straight up nose first, as we saw. So I'll leave the centre of mass active. We've got internal view. Because these are remote control aircraft, they need power for the servos. Obviously there's no servos right now, so we've got no control over it, but we'll see that in a moment once we try this the second time. Got part rotation, symmetry, which should be active, and angle snap. Okay, so point at the highlighted part, which is the nose, left click it, and then dump it back in here. So we need a new cockpit section. It's a nice looking cockpit, this. Later on, you can actually add seats and little figurines, including major malfunction over there on the back wall. So we'll stick the nose on. As you can see, a nice part of the textures of the models, they actually match automatically. That's a nice touch. So centre of mass for me is a little bit too far back still. But as far as the model's concerned, it's almost bang in the middle. So it shouldn't be too bad. Okay, so good. This should make the plane fly better. In Balsa, the shape, position and orientation of each part on the vehicle will have an effect on how it handles, so small tweaks can make a big difference. Let's give it a test. Hit go button on the top right to go outside. Okay, so back outside. So we'll pick the model up. We'll go to the runway. About here. Well, so no power, it's just going to come straight back down again. So we've got angle of attack, and we're about 7 degrees. We'll put full force on. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Nice. Skipped a little bit. Yep. Oh dear. So your cockpit snapped off, and the wing snapped off as well. That's not very good. So that was better, but we still have no control over the plane once it's flying. Let's go back to workshop and again do something about that. This is where we add some control surfaces. Okay, so let's add some means of controlling our plane once it's in the air. We can do that by adding control surfaces to it. So we've got these just here. So we've got an outline on the trailing edge of the tail planes. About there. Control surface parts are smart enough to know how they should respond to your flight inputs from where they are placed. So by placing them on the trailing edge of the horizontal tail planes, our surfaces will respond to pitch control. This means they will act as elevators working to pitch the nose of a plane up and down. You can test this with W and S. So we can nose down, nose up. You can also in Career and Sandbox, you also right click on the surfaces. You can't do that in tutorial, but you can actually modify the sensitivity and also the modes as well. Okay, let's head straight back out. Okay, so here we go. We'll pick the aircraft up. Okay, this time notice how you increase throw force, your radiator comes up into view. So shift key. With no motor on board, obviously the throttle key is of no use at all. Bring that back down. So bring that back down. Right click on the mouse button. So right click mouse button and you can bring the transmitter up and down. So we've got it on full throttle already. So walk over to the area marked. Once more, increase throw force, which you already have done. And launch angle up. There's no angle of attack this time. Okay. It's got a tiny little bit of control. We've got no real roll control. But the offset and the vertical position of the rudder gives us a little bit of roll control. Not much though, as you can see. Not bad. Okay, so nicely done. You've learned the essential gameplay aspects of Balsa. You are now ready to get started on your own. Hit the end tutorial button and go back to main menu. So we'll go ahead into career mode. Okay, so welcome to River Bay RC Club. This is our little airfield. It's now your home base. Your RC Club mates are around the area. They will help you get started. Go talk to them. Okay, so I've got one with exclamation mark above its head. He's called Ari. Okay, so welcome. I'm Ari. I'm a certified model flight instructor. I can train you in everything related to model flying, from the very basics to advanced piloting. Ready to begin? So first of all, we've got no aircraft, so we can't do this. We had a pretty advanced aircraft for doing this. You need an engine, obviously, as well as undercarriage, because you need to do a touch and go and then fly a traffic pattern. It's actually quite difficult. As I previously mentioned, I've been playing this for a few hours and I still can't actually get through this. So we'll try this one first of all. So it's first flight. Take flight for the first time. Don't worry if you don't have your own model yet, you'll be flying one of mine. Try not to break it too much. So this one you actually get one given to you. It's quite simple. You just throw it through these and then land it safely. So let's get started. In front of you you'll see a model airplane ready to go. It's free on this lesson. It also has no engines, but let's focus on the basics for now. If you did the introduction walkthrough, which we have done, you should be familiar with the basic game controls already, so this should be pretty simple. To pass this lesson, all you need to do is throw the plane through the waypoint in front of you. When it comes to a stop, you're done. Simple enough, right? Yeah, usually. Okay, so launch the plane through the waypoint. So we'll stand about here. Keep it quite low. Full force on the throw. Well, this one's got some roll control on it. Oh dear. Okay. Whoops. Yeah, trees tend to break things, I suppose. Well done, you've got the basics down. So we've got 250 experience and 5,000 cash. Nice. So we've smashed the nose off it. So we got to level 1 experience. The next level is 900 experience. We've got some nice little parts though. You see a preview of them when you mouse over them. So that's a nice touch. Do we have? Yeah. So we've got T45 Witherby electric motor. 185 watts power. Control surface, which will come in very handy. Nose cone. Yeah, square airframes. And we've got 2 new missions, Weirway Foray and Gunway. Okay, so he's got another mission for us, but we'll go and speak to some of the other people first of all. So, hey man, my name's Manjo. Okay, I'm the guy who arranges for things to go really fast and then see about making them go even faster. So yeah, whenever you feel that need for speed, I'm the guy you want to talk to. No, he's got nothing for us right now. Amelia, oh, you must be the new guy. I'm Amelia, the stunt flying coordinator around here, and I manage all our expert handling courses. Come see me if you want to try some really cool aerial tricks. So, Weirway Foray. A scenic jaunt along the bay ending on a runway landing at the airbase. So we can't do this with a glider. Okay, so we can buy one. What can we actually have? So most of them are locked behind either a paywall. But we've got $5,000, so it should be okay for money. But it's probably just experience that stops them unlocking it. Streamfish. Yeah. 17,500 for the cockpit. It's like a twin engine bomber. I actually looked at that in the Sandbox. It's quite out of balance. So when we move on to the Sandbox, we'll load this one in. And we'll try and adapt it and make it fly a bit better than it actually does. So right now we only afford this one. Nothing else. Where's the other one that was using the tutorial? No, don't seem to be here. Okay. Never mind. So we've got this one. $394.20. 35 parts, total mass is 798. See, it's got 2 propellers, but it's got a single electric motor inside. So we'll buy this. Before we actually engage at this mission, we'll go and speak to some of the other people. But that's one of them we can actually buy. So that's one we've got with 2 propellers. It's got no bogies on it though. That's the only thing about it. So I think we might add some bogies if we've got some available. So we've got Darla. Hi there, I'm Darla. I'm the person in charge of target shooting and sport flying courses. You come to me when you were looking for some airborne action or just want to get some rounds down the range. And she's one off in Gunway. So shoot at all the targets as accurately as you can. We don't have any guns available, so we can't really do this one at all. And we've got this chap over here, Chuck. Fairly new recruit. Here now, listen up. My name is Chuck and my job here is to defeat the enemy at all costs. For combat duty you report to me, understood? Alright then, at ease. Yeah, whatever mate. And this one is Sid. Well, hello there buddy. Have you noticed all the nooks and crannies around the world? There are lots of secret places to discover. If you find any curiosities as you fly around, let me know and I'll make it worth your while. So he basically pays you for finding Easter eggs. You can also unlock missions as well and you're rewarded for those. As you fly around, we've got no discovery. So right now, there's only 7 to find. That's collections. But there are, as I said, missions to find as well, and they'll pay you for those. Okay. So you can actually walk around if you wanted to. You can run. You can jump. So it's very interactive. Explore the entire world on foot if you actually wanted to, if you actually had any sort of inclination to do so. Okay. Okay, so everyone's sort of offering the mission, so we'll try this one. We got the aircraft for this one, so we'll choose that. We'll go into the editor, so go into the workshop and see if we can fit some bogies to it. Okay, so we've got the Evolution Zephyr in the workshop. So taking a look inside, we've got one single battery, a single electric motor and 2 little seats. So we've got major malfunction here. And we've got green plastic dude. He's 60 grams. The major's also 60 grams as well. We've got a career measurement there as well, as you can see. Career XP 0. So I think we'll stick him in the cockpit. Okay, so as you can see, we've got 1 electric motor driving 2 propellers. Right now there's no mechanics between the propeller and the motor. Unfortunately, that's a detail. I'm hoping that comes along later on. But right now, it doesn't really matter where you put the motor either. Okay, see where the centre of mass is. I don't want it too far forward because I did the major. He's 60 grams. Doesn't sound like much, but tiny little change, like I said in the tutorial, can make a big difference. So little tweaks here and there. Centre of thrust and the centre of mass. Yeah, not bad. If it's the other way around, it would start to nose up. So take a look at the stability. So 39.8 kilometers an hour is 1.4 degrees angle of attack up. So it's positive angle of attack 1.4. We know that because obviously the centre of thrust is above. So when you throttle back, it should nose back up again. If you put full throttle on, it will actually nose down. Or try to nose down. Okay, so we've got some new parts. We've got the cockpit which we're using there anyway. We've got the Aerofram Q2. So that is a definite glider looking cockpit. Very basic as well. Got the so we've got the fuselage to go with it. Is that unlocked? Yes, it is unlocked. We've got the electric motor, wing surface and control surface just there. And we've got 3 lots of undercarriage. And different propellers as well. So I think... So we've got the Flight Light L2 part, that's one we're actually using. That provides... A second, go to that. 3.21 kilos of force at 11,000 RPM. This one offers... Oh dear, okay, so that's locked. So a bit of a moot point then. So I was going to try and swap it around, but obviously we need 900 experience for that. And for the centre wheel, and for the vertical landing, or sort of landing gear strut, so all we've got is this. Alright, that's a bit of a let's get rid of that. Okay, let's see. Obviously I've adapted this before. Been playing this for quite a few hours, so normally I just put them on there. Try and bring them as low as possible. Obviously we have to try to align them as well, which is easier said than done. Yeah. Okay. Well, let me do that. Let's realign it. Use a rotation tool. I think that's about it. Yep. Oh, so we've got no wheel to go on the tail. So see, normally I would put a wheel on the tail. But it should actually be okay. I've done this before and it does seem to fly okay. You can actually take it back off as well. It's pretty difficult, but it is doable. So I'm going to save this as an adapted version. We'll put FG for fixed gear. We need to assemble it. Costs us $30. Okay, let's head back out and we'll test fly this before we try the mission. Okay, we can't steer, so I have to carry it to the runway. We'll try a takeoff from the ground. So it's fully charged. Yeah, full throttle as I said. It's a little bit unstable, so I throttle back a little bit. That's not too bad. 75 kilometers an hour and 30, just over 30 meters in altitude. Yep, gonna stall it. Let's not smash the undercarriage, shall we? Ah dear. Oh, well, never mind. It's done in one piece at least. If I'd got on the runway, I could have got some experience. So I did before. Yeah, it's quite unstable at low airspeed, but that's going to be expected. If I could... see if we can get on the runway this time, shall we? $30 meters, 30 kilometers. Come on. There we go. Phew. Okay, obviously to get the experience, the 50 points experience for land on this runway, you've got to fly through that hoop, and it's a little bit unstable. But I think we can try that mission. So I'll recover the aircraft and we'll try. Okay, so I use the current aircraft. Okay. First waypoint is just down the runway. Oh dear. Okay, whatever. Not too clever at flying runways, to be perfectly honest. Flying waypoints right now. It's still rather unstable. But we shall try. So really we need that rear wheel. Nah. Damn it. And you'd miss it. Going too bloody fast. Too fast. Yeah, very sharp on the vertical control surfaces. No. No, the aircraft just cannot get up that altitude. Yeah, I think that's... Damn it. Yeah, aircraft just is not suitable for doing that at all. It is just very, very wobbly. You can see it wobbly. The yaw's not very stable. Yeah, it's not very stable at all in the air. Oh well, never mind. Okay, we're going to recover it and let's see what we can actually do. I mean, you need to get 900 experience to unlock the other undercarriage, which would make a big difference on taking off and landing. But also, I might be able to get some better propeller and get a bit more power. Okay, let's go and recover. Okay. Can we find a better, more simple and easier mission? So we've got Seaward Landing. We can't do the touch and go. For the same reason we can't complete that mission, because our aircraft just doesn't stay. It just doesn't have the TWR to get up the altitude. Not as quick as we need to. So we've got Seaward Landing. Fly down off hills and land on the pier by the beach. So what else do we actually have? That is basically it. So until we get some more experience, we can't unlock anything else. So we shall use this aircraft again. So fly down off the hill and land on the pier by the beach. Yeah, it's very unstable and vertical. Ah, God. Oh, no. We landed. Alright. We sank then. Okay. Damage taken. We did take some damage. The landing gear on the port side or the left-hand side snapped off. $15. Some sticky tape, that's all it needs. Let's try that again. Use the same aircraft again. It's showing we've got available. Yeah, it's because the view angle is not very helpful either. Alright, full throttle. God almighty. Yeah, I think what I need to do is increase the size of that rudder, the vertical fin. Because it is yawing quite a lot at low airspeed. 100 experience and 500 more fun. This only enough landing. I suppose there is room for improvement, you know, not snapping the nose off. Oh dear, so we've got 100 experience more, so that gives us 350. We've still got a long way to go. Okay, let's see what we can actually do to that rear fin. Make it a little bit larger so it becomes more stable. That might do the trick. Okay, so let's see what we can do to the rear fin to increase our yaw authority. So we'll increase the height of it. Look at any aircraft, whether it's fighter aircraft or passenger aircraft. You find that the tail fins are out of scale. They're huge. And that's probably why. So if you right click on the control surface, I said in the tutorial, you can't do it in the tutorial, but you can in Korean Sandbox. So part morphing, and change the shape of the part itself. But you also change the sensitivity and also the function. So if I put this to 0 on function on yaw, it would not do anything. So our vertical is, our roll control is, but now our yaw isn't working. Now it is. put it either way actually, as far as I can remember. Plus 100. When it's on yaw, it goes either way. These would not do that, so you put them onto pitch, negative or positive. They'll only do one or the other, not both. Okay, I think that might actually work. So we've not actually unlocked any other parts yet. Don't think we have. So I'm going to increase the lifespan, our flight time. So we've got plenty of room for another battery there. But it will make it slightly nose heavier. And we can't put anything in the rear because we've always got all we have in the tail are booms. There's no hollow part to put anything in. Okay, I think about is it going to stick out the model's cockpit though? Let's take a quick look. Ah, it is slightly. Sorry, Major. You have to just put your knees up a bit. Alright, there you go. I could put the seats back a little bit. Turn symmetry off. The motor could go back a little bit as well, actually. There we go. There you go, Major. Right back there. Ah. Turn symmetry off. There. Let's take a quick look. Seems okay. Yeah, he's a bit... He's got his chin stuck up there, hasn't he? Yeah, I forgot about that. Tuh. Okay, let's take this seat out. I know it's a tandem, Major, but, you know. Just turn that off. That's better. Got electric motor stick out the back there. So it's a bit awkward right now, the way you actually align things. As you can see, the motor is well over towards the left-hand side of the aircraft. So let's tap and hold down the Alt key. And let you move them. At least it should do. It's very strange. Not to worry. There we go. Straight in the middle. A little bit awkward, that. Just a bit of extra getting used to. Okay, I'm going to save this. I'm going to go ahead and assemble it. 48 for the other battery. That's how much it costs. And that costs 54. I'm not going to complain. We've got to take a bit of a discount. Okay, let's go ahead and we'll fly test this. Fly around the bay for a little bit. So you can find any secrets, things like that. Okay, let's see how it flies first. Okay, so it's fully charged. We see the Major here. Little picture-in-picture on the transmitter box. It's quite nice. Okay. I think we switched the motor on, didn't we? Yeah. Okay, something strange going on here. It's like the motor. Stop the motor. Okay, motor's not working. Okay, so why is that? Let's have a look at the aircraft itself. Let's examine it. Okay, so maybe that's strange though. Okay, so back into the nope, still nothing. Okay, let's go back into the workshop and see exactly what's going on. Okay, I've moved the motor back to where it was before. I'm thinking maybe it's the position of it. Yeah. The only alternative if this doesn't work is to put a motor in each of these and attach it directly to the propeller. Okay, but we'll try this. Okay. Fingers crossed. No. It's okay, so the servos are working. But again, the motor is not working. That's very strange. Very, very strange indeed. I've got no idea what to think. And there's the our little cam on board with its own servo actuators. They all work. But for some reason the motors itself, so we'll strip the entire thing down and bring the motor out just with a battery with a little bit of a fuselage to get it to work. If it doesn't, obviously we've encountered a bug, I'll just reload the game. Hopefully that's not necessary, but we'll try. Okay, let's strip the whole thing down. Let's just get the seat out. We'll take one of the batteries out. So I've got it on. It keeps selecting this for some reason automatically, which I don't really want it to do. Yeah, if you notice, whenever you try to align anything, it's impossible to actually use the alternate alignment system like this. Even then it's flipping ridiculous. There we go. Do the same thing for the electric motor. Yep. Far too fiddly to be able to align these. Okay, there we go. Okay, let's try this. It's stripped down. We've got a single battery and a single motor. There's nothing else in the way between the battery and the motor, and hopefully these do actually turn this time. Okay, moment of truth. Throttle is at 0. And it's still not responding. I have no idea what's going on now, but it has to be a bug. See, it's actually booling forward on its wheels. It's rolling slightly forward. Very strange. Let's pop it on here. Okay, motor is still live. There's nothing else really we can do. No. No. That is very strange though. Servos are still working. Pitch control, yaw, roll. But I thought it's adding one extra battery would have caused all this issue. Very strange. Okay, no time to also load the original version back in. But really, shouldn't need to do that. So I'll have to get rid of that, which we will do. Yeah, very strange. Okay. So these are basically the aircraft you've got available in Sandbox. We shouldn't really have these available. So that's at the beginning of this section of the video. This is like a bomber, but it is slightly out of balance. Once it's finished loading in, so you've got 2 nitrous oxide engines, which are available in career mode. But I'm not complaining. $674.40. It's a bit of a cheat though, because you shouldn't be able to actually load in those aircraft in career mode, but never mind. So we'll start Sandbox. This is the Sandbox aircraft anyway. So we'll go out and we shall test fly this. Okay, I'm going to be rather horrified if this doesn't work either. Okay, as you can see, we've got a nose that actually works. I've flown this before and I've modified it to fly much better. This is the original version now. Okay, this is how you do it. Just pause at the threshold of the runway and let it refuel, which you should do automatically. It would be nice if you had retractable undercarriage on it, but unfortunately they don't seem to have any retractable undercarriage. There's only wheel pods and nose pods with those. It's a bit disappointing. Okay, here we go. Okay, wow, as you can see, it's rather nose light. Okay, so I believe we encountered a bug with that electric powered Zephyr. So we'll take a look at some of the other aircraft and we'll come back to this one and modify it so it flies a bit better than it is doing already. Now, can it land this without smashing it to pieces? Otherwise known as crashing. No, God. Nose wheel gone. Okay, so we'll come back to this and we'll modify it later on, so at the end of the this video. So we'll head back and we'll load in some of the other aircraft as well. Okay, so as we saw, it was rather nose light or tail heavy when you put full throttle on. So I have modified this before, so I'll modify it again. So repair it. Nice though. It has got a working bomb bay, but for some reason I can't get it to actually open in mid-air. Mainly because it obviously works on different, let's refuel it, on a different channel. So you've got to bring your TX up like that, and you can actually flip these switches for different functions. But obviously in mid-air, when it's so unstable, it's not really safe to do. Oh, she'll smash the damn thing. Well, we did anyway. Well, I did. Okay, let's go and take a look at some of the others. There's some really high performance models. So that's in our inventory now. Let's take a look. I think it's safe to sell that because I think I've ruined it. So we've got the Delta M1, which is like a yellow school bus with wings. It's very strange. We've got N309 Rotwing, and it's got machine guns on it. We've got the Vex Wing, very strange, no undercarriage though on this one. E2C Leadstorm, not actually flown that one before. So I think we've got the, where is it? I think we've lost our original glider. Yeah, I think we have. I think I've somehow gone and deleted one of the stock aircraft that we started the tutorial with. This is the glider. I actually motorised it. Yeah. Firth. The Firth glider. I think it's gone. Unless I'm blind and I can't see it. Okay, well, we'll load this one in. Yeah, super pets about the Zephyr though. The Evolution Zephyr. That just put an extra battery in seemed to sort of ruin the model. Okay, this is another nitrous engined. God damn it, look at that. Oh, it's got two. It's got two engines, one at each end. I didn't see that. So it's got one at the rear, which is a pusher. One at the front, both driven by separate motors. Which might be the Evolution Zephyr's answer, that solution to the issue. God, look at it. Okay, let's head out and we'll test fly this. Okay, so this one has got steering wheels at the rear. As you can see them moving. So we'll taxi this the same way as we taxied the bomber. Not much mistake, this will go like a rocket. We're down to 97% fuel already. So again, we're just like the bomber, we'll pause at the threshold of the runway and let it refuel. My god, it's quite substantial, isn't it? Twin tail booms. Okay, refueled. Here we go then. Whoa. Painted some windows. Yeah, it's got a bit of a kick, hasn't it? Now let's crash, land it. Oh my god. Yeah, I've flown remote control aircraft myself, and the undercarriage isn't this feebly sort of put together, thankfully. Okay, let's go ahead and recover. Yeah, for some reason it says that you've got unsaved changes to the aircraft, which we haven't made any changes to that one. We did this one, and some of that's still in there. Even though we sold it. Okay, so we've got the rot wing. That's probably a bit more handleable. Got glider, Leotros, Orca, Streamfish, which we've already seen, Stripedal, or Stripedal. When I first saw this one, I thought it was maybe a seaplane, but no, it's not. It's got no undercarriage. The Throppel N400 Racer. Okay. Oh, we've got this one. That looks nice. That's like a biplane. I like that. We'll take a look at this one. $1,516. That's 417.60. I was seeing Sandbox modes as opposed to in Korea, which is where we are right now. You wouldn't have to pay for anything. So it's actually easier. It's quite nice, but what's it powered by? A single electric motor and a single battery. Again, let's see if this actually works. So I think we'll sell that. 1213. Yeah, it gets a bit more money back, I suppose. This one's 417. Okay. That's a bit better. Okay, let's head down and test fly this. Hopefully this is a little bit more handleable. Okay, so no machine gun on it. It's very jittery though. Handles very well. Okay. I think Mr. Major Malfunction would like this one. I think he'll like this one very much. With some machine guns added to it, obviously. Ah, God, how far away again? Can we get back on? There we go. It's on the runway. Nice. So some nice models you can actually have a little play around with. Obviously it's easy, as I said, in Sandbox because you're not paying for anything. Obviously we are down in substantially in funds now. It's like with 5,000. We've got an extra 500 now. I think we've blown that already. Okay, let's go and recover. Take a look at the other one, the aircraft. And then we'll move on to the bomber aircraft again. And we'll try and get that to balance up. Fly a little bit easier, a little bit more stable. But we'll take a look at another aircraft first of all. So this is the BB-1 Frogger. Again, not made any changes yet, it's telling me I have, so never mind. So we've got the Delta M1. That is weird. Strange looking aircraft. It's got a Delta Raider XS. Looks like a rather large angry wasp. Got the Stratodyne Alpha. Hydrogenous is designed with a good balance of speed and handling traits. Warranty voice if flown in proximity to any foliage taller than grass. I've got a Spriteling S. That's quite nice. But I think, with a fan look at these aircraft, I'll go back to the bomber aircraft and try and make it more stable. Try and modify it to make it handle a little bit better. We'll take a look at this one as the final one, I think. Take a quick look at it. It has got a single wheel, which is not going to help. Well, I don't think it's going to help anything, is it? It's got a ton of machine guns. It's got 2 twin machine gun pods either side. And it's got 2 single twin pods on either side of its upper nose as well. I like all this detailing, it's really nice. Oh. What is that? And that's an auto cannon. Wow. So that's the gun pod M10 Hailstorm, and that's an auto cannon. Weapon group 2. That's nice. Okay, I think the Major will like a ride in this. It's got decent sized fuel tank, not fantastic though, so the flight time's not going to be that good. Can we augment it? Do we really want to? No, I think we'll leave it alone in light of what happened with the Zephyr. Save it. I've got one more space left, so we'll try that one. It's going to cost us $1,129.60. That's how much do we have? 3,000. Oh, we've got plenty. Okay. 1229.60. We've got 2803.60 left. Oh god. Okay, let's head out and we'll test fly this. Okay, since this only got one single wheel underneath, which isn't going to offer much in the way of protection from crashes or things snapping off, we'll do an air launch. Throttle is at 0. Fuel is okay. 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 Whoa. Whoa! I have no idea what that was. I think it was flak. Huh. Whoa, well that handles really nicely. I think the Major's been sick. He's thrown up in the cockpit. Yeah, it's working very well because there's only one single wheel. And it's very, very unstable. I'll try off the grass instead. Yeah, wheel snapped off. That was as easy as I could make it, and it's still snapped off. Okay, let's get to grips with the stream fish. So it's rather nose-like as we saw. So we've got a decent sized fuel tank here. We've got the bomber bay, which lets me click on it. Second. Once in mid-air, you've got to try and change channels to operate this. So I don't feel too sure about doing that. There probably is a shortcut on the keyboard, but to be honest, again, you've got to look down on your keys when you're trying to fly the thing. It is grey and still. If I get it as stable as possible, I might be able to get the bomb bay to work. But first of all, so we've got a single fuel tank. We've got 4 small fuel tanks here, which have 6 units in. The large one has 40. So for myself, I'd rather put a large fuel tank here. In fact, there might be room for some more. So that's one thing I could do to try and move the centre of mass forward. Because that's what we need to do. Obviously, as you use fuel, it will push that centre of mass back again. Okay. So I think... Look at any World War II bomber aircraft, they have very straight wings. They're usually not as swept back as this. So I think about there. Also we need to tidy up the control surface to reattach them. And I think bringing the tail down as well a little bit, that might help. Will you let me do that? So we've got tilt for the tail. We've also got slant. Take a look at the stability. Yeah, so you can see it wobbling. Means it's going to be pretty unstable. There we go. Put him in a little bit. Want a little bit of nose up, but not a huge amount. So about 65, 60 kilometers an hour. It's 0.9 degrees angle of attack positive. So positive means angle up. Still jittering a little bit there, but it's a lot better than it was. That's probably a combination of the wings as well as the tail. Okay, so I think Mr. Major Malfunction would like to go for a flight, and so would Mr. Green Plastic Dude as well. But I'm going to make Green Plastic Dude a gunner. Gonna pop him right there. Oh, nice. First time in the middle. Nice, okay. So I'm going to change these fuel tanks out. Realign these, reattach the control surface to the main wings. And I think that should be it. So we'll head out for the final flight. So I'm going to say goodbye to you all now. So I'm going to finish this up. I'm going to head out and do a little jaunt around the Bay Area for the final part of the video. And then hopefully more stable, hopefully, fingers crossed, more stable aircraft than it was last time. Alright, so I'm going to say goodbye to you all now. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to click like. It is appreciated. If you haven't done so already, clicking the subscribe button is also very much appreciated. Sharing with your friends is also very much appreciated because it does help the channel grow and spread the content far and wide, which I can't do all by myself. Okay, so I do have Discord, Facebook, Twitter, as well as Reddit. Pop onto the banner front page of the channel for those links I just mentioned. Also found next to those links a donate button. Every penny is very much appreciated and goes straight back into providing content now and in the future. If you wish to leave a comment or ask a question, as always you're welcome to do so. Please remember I've got a moderator team who'll go through the comments and questions before they're handed to me and also enabled on the channel. So please keep all of your comments and questions on topic with the video in question. So off-topic posts are removed by the moderators, and abuse obviously and spam is not only removed but also blocked and reported to YouTube. So please don't spam the channel. The moderators won't stand for it. I'd have no control over the comments section. They have full control over it. Alright, so once again, thank you for watching. Head on to Steam. This is available on Steam. It's not expensive and it will help Harvester with his new project. So if you like Kerbal Space Program, as you've probably seen, it's very much like that. It's a lot higher quality than KSP was when it was first released for free on the Orbiter forums. But it's still using Unity, but performance is much better than KSP ever was. Alright, so once again, thank you for watching. Hope to see you next time. In the meantime, as always, take care. Bye bye.